Funsies! Thank you for tuning in to day 3 of my November 30-day vlogging challenge. I almost said blogging because today's episode is going to be about why you should start a teacher blog. I'm going to tell you a little bit that I know about it. It's not going to be a super long episode, but I just want you to start thinking about maybe starting a teacher blog, reasons you should, and the next step to take once you decide that you're going to. All right, it's a beautiful day out today, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Thanks for being here. Welcome back. It's day 3 of my vlog every day of November challenge. I thought I'd go for a little walk down to the mailboxaroo, check out, see if I got anything. You like my cul-de-sac? It's pretty hot. Think of a topic for today's episode. I know something's gonna come to me, but I don't know. My mind is a blank slate right now. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. It's an old mailboxaroo today. Don't worry, that's not my What? Nothing. Let me put my hand in there just to make. Oh man. Anywho, I was thinking a lot about maybe we should do reasons you should start a teacher blog, because that's a really fun topic. Try setting the camera up, and I hope it doesn't fall because that would be really awkward and weird. Anywho, I've been in the world of teacher blogging now for a few years. Well, I mean, I've been a blogger ever since I was a kid. I'm trying to think of my first blog. Hold on, this could take a while. I think I'll just tell you 3 reasons why you should be a teacher blogger. 1, you can put out the kind of information that you want into the world. You could talk about your passion. If you're sick of hearing bad news about teachers or bad news about education, this is your chance to change it. If you start your own blog, that is your website. It's your platform. It's like you own this. You just bought a piece of land on the internet. It is yours, and you can build what you want on it. So I think that's the first good reason to start, is just you can change how people are viewing education. That's huge. The second, what was this? I can't count. The second reason you might want to start your own teacher blog would be to really dork out about your passions, right? You could just be a total dorkwad, whatever you really love about education. Some things I love, but I probably don't blog as much as I should. I love project-based learning. I love Genius Hour. I love student engagement. What else do I love? I love cheesecake. Oh, I could have. Think about that one time during your day where it just feels like you're not working. And I mean, if it feels like you're always working, you're in the wrong job, right? But think about that one part of your day where you're just like, wow, this doesn't even feel like I'm working right now. For instance, for me, it would probably be when I do read alouds. I'm, kind of a sage on the stage type. I really shouldn't be. But I love doing read alouds. They bring me alive. So that is a part of my blog, our picture books. I haven't been blogging that much recently, but I do love talking about whatever we're reading in class. The third reason you might want to start your own teacher blog, if you ever want to make money off the internet someday, it's a really great place to make money having your teacher blog. There's things that you can do. You can link products that you've made for Teachers Pay Teachers or ebooks that you've written. You could start to build an email list for who knows what. I mean, you should have some kind of plan if you're starting that, but you can get an idea of, like, if you were to be an expert in an area, what would you consult on? Why would schools pay you to come in and talk? Your teacher blog is almost like this ebook that you're putting out into the world for people to read and get to know you. Those are some really good ideas. Okay, favorite blogging websites. I love talking about blogging stuff. Blogger.com, WordPress. There's 2 WordPresses, .com and .org. You really want to research which one to sign up for. I also like Squarespace. I think that's the easiest platform right now to start a really professional looking teacher blog, but you're gonna have to pay a monthly fee. It's something like $8 a month. Whereas Blogger is totally free. After you buy your URL, you're just on Blogger. So it's free. I also like Weebly and Wix. Those are really easy platforms to build a professional looking website on. If you really just want a blog and you're like, I don't really think I want to make that much money, I don't know what I'm doing with this, I mean, just start a Blogger. Blogger's so easy, and I have friends that have gotten over 1 million hits on their blog having a Blogger. So a lot of people are going to tell you, no, you have to go with WordPress. WordPress is really customizable. You can build a storefront. You can build all of these things. You can plug in these widgets to WordPress. And Blogger, not as many options on Blogger to really build an empire from the ground up. But a lot of people are just starting out. They just need a place to put their thoughts down. And I think that Blogger is plenty good for that. And there's a lot of big time bloggers that are still on Blogger. How many more times can I say Blogger? I also recommend, like, if you're going to start a blog, you should tell your class about it, unless it's going to be like super personal information. Tell your class about it. See if you could start your class up a blog on kidblogs.org. Might be kidblog.org. I don't know, but it's a great site to get kids blogging. You can be blogging. I mean, the more content that you're putting out that's positive into the education realm, the education world, I think the better. Okay, so let's just review really quick reasons to get a blog. You could put your own positive news out into the universe for people to read. That was really woo-woo. My friend Ashley is always saying woo-woo. Like, that was pretty woo-woo, right? The second reason that you might want to start a blog is just to dork out about your biggest passions. And that's really the best reason. If there's something that you can blather on about forever, blah, 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 that should be your blog. There should be no other questions. If you love talking about it, that's what you should blog about. And then the third reason to start a blog is, of course, you could make money from it someday. Who doesn't like making money? If you hate making money, let's see, the 3 platforms I recommend for blogging: Blogger, WordPress, Squarespace. And then the other 2 would be Weebly and Wix. You know, the easiest for me to use is Blogger, but I've invested the most money into WordPress. I think my neighbors are going to think I'm a big weirdo standing out here talking to myself. Whatever. Once you have released your blog and you're like, okay, I'm going to be talking about this on my blog, definitely decide on a focus area. A lot of people go with their grade level, okay? A lot of people, they teach first grade, they're going to have a first grade blog. Some people niche down even further, and I teach third grade and I'm more passionate about reading. So it's like third grade reading. That is great. Some people have, completely off topic, maybe student engagement, or like I was talking about project-based learning. A lot of people just blog about what they're doing in their classroom. I have never talked to anyone who's gotten in trouble for anything that they blogged about, that they sat down and wrote an article about on their blog. I have talked to people who have gotten reprimanded for social media posts, but I've never talked to anyone who blogged about something and then got in trouble over it. Because that's a big concern with teachers is, if I start a blog, am I going to get in trouble with my admin? Am I even allowed to? No. As long as you're keeping it positive and not posting any pictures of kids, unless you get written permission, and I still probably wouldn't do it, as you just never know what'll happen, but no pictures of kids. Keep it positive. You're not going to get in trouble for having a blog. A lot of administrators have blogs. Okay, so once you decide, okay, you've convinced me, I'm going to start a blog, and I'm going to try to stick to this area of blogging, and I'm going to go with WordPress. You decide, okay, I'm going to do it. It's going to be about this, and this is the website that I'm going to go with. Well, then you need to name your blog. And of course, if you have a Teachers Pay Teachers store, you should probably just name it whatever your Teachers Pay Teachers store is. But if you don't, pick out a name that you're not going to hate. When I was thinking about my blog or my business name, I was just like, I asked friends and family, I'm like, what are some words you would use to describe me? And a lot of people said some of the same words. one of them was whimsical. So I was like, okay, you want to go and search and see, are other people named that adjective or that noun or whatever they tell you that they think that you're most like. I went and researched it. I'm like, okay, are there any people on Teachers Pay Teachers back when I started all of this in, I don't know, 2014, 2015, I went and searched how many people come up with the name whimsical. I didn't really see any. There were no people with the name whimsical teacher. So I was like, okay, great. So that's usually what people do first, is you want to, once you decide on your blog name and you go and research and make sure other people don't have that name. I mean, if you come out with a name that a really popular teacher blogger has, they're probably going to get kind of mad at you. So you want to really research your name, Google it, make sure it doesn't already exist, put it in quotation marks, search around, change the spelling up a little bit, and just really make sure that you're going to be unique, because you want people to know your name. You want people to know your blogging name. You want to like stand out. A lot of people just go with their first and last name. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you're kind of exposing, you're exposing yourself a little bit more than if you just pick a name. After you choose your name and you make sure that it's not taken by anyone else, you make sure that it's unique enough, then you're going to really want to change, or you're going to want to grab that name on all the social medias, right? So you're going to want to go to Facebook, grab a Facebook page with that name, grab a Twitter account, grab an Instagram handle, just grab them now. You don't need to use them now. Just grab them so they're yours. And you might want to, grab your URL name. You can buy it on Google or GoDaddy, and just make sure like, okay, I have this name for my blog. And even if you never plan on going on Twitter or Instagram, just grab it anyway so nobody can pretend to be you, because what if your blog does take off and then a bunch of people want to be you and they steal your name? It happens all the time. So those would be my next tips for you. After you've decided on after you've chosen your unique name, your platform, what you're going to talk about, you've grabbed the name on social media, then, the next thing to do, and it's really not even that important to begin with, but you'd want to pick out your brand colors for your blog. Like, what are your 2 or 3 main colors you're going to have on this blog? Some people go with a rainbow palette, and you can go to Pinterest and just look up color palettes and see what you like. Some people just know. They're like, my favorite colors are black and pink, so my blog's gonna be black and pink. Every single color combo out there has been taken, so don't worry so much about, oh no, so-and-so has these colors on their blog. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of colors to go around. So yeah, if you can find a unique combo that isn't painful to the eyes, sure. But if you just really love these 2 colors or these 3 colors together, and your whole house are those colors and you wear those colors, then just take those. If you look at my blog right now, I have a lot of greens and blues and purple. And I mean, look at me right now. I got blue, I got green, I got purple. You just go with a color palette, go with that, and there you go. And then you just need to start writing your blog posts. So maybe I'll do another video about how do you do teacher blog posts. I mean, like, what do you even write about? Hopefully, if you want to write a blog, you already have ideas about what you'd write about. You just maybe didn't know where to start, and maybe this helped you out. So I love all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being positive. I'm sure you're an amazing teacher if you're watching this. Even if you're not watching this, I'm sure you're amazing. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to day 3.